So again, today's lesson is why you need to practice. So this lesson teaches that the secret of getting good at something, anything that you want, is practice. Practice is repetition or the physical or mental action. Repetition of a physical or mental action. Okay. So if you want to get good, so it's not just here. You want to get good at the martial arts. You want to get good at a sport. You said you used to do gymnastics. You guys play video games. You have to practice. You want to beat your video game. You get good at it by doing it over and over and over again. Yeah, your character dies or you fail at that level, but you just get good at that level practicing. No hands. No hands. You get good at it by doing it over and over and over. It's repetition, okay? Same thing, for example, if you really like mathematics when you're in school, how you get good at it is by practicing, by doing the problems over and over and over and figuring them out until it becomes second nature, okay? All right, so repetition naturally engenders a certain degree of boredom. That means that repetition, repeating something over and over again, gets boring. All right? One of the things in the martial arts, and I get this, I've been there myself. Remember, I've been doing this for nearly 20 years. Okay? And the repetition gets boring. When we're sitting in a horse stance, warming up, throwing basic punches and kicks, do you think I've already done that before?
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of times over 20 years almost, okay? You guys have been here a few months. I've been doing this for a couple of decades. So yes, even just practicing straight punches and front kicks in a horse stance gets boring to me after a while. So that's why we'll change routine and we have to keep it fresh. But also, and this is a key to getting good at something, it's not just the practice having patience and understanding that you're going to get good at it eventually over time, but you have to have a desire to want to get good. You have to have a passion for it. You have to love what you do. So think of something that you really love doing. Maybe it's your favorite activity. Maybe it's your favorite video game. Maybe it's your favorite subject in school. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's this. Okay? But in order to get good at it, you're eventually going to go through periods where you're bored of doing that. I understand that. So you have to push past that and realize there is something past that boredom. There is learning new ideas going past that boredom that will make it exciting all over again. Or looking at it from a different angle. So for example, one of the things that helps me to keep wanting to do the martial arts over and over again is I try to look at it from your perspective. Okay? So like for example, we have a new student in today, and this is his first experience with the martial arts. So even though I've been doing it for so long, I have to think, well, what is it like for that person? And I have to kind of go all the way back to when I started and how exciting and how fun it was, even just to do something basic as sitting in a horse stance and throwing straight punches. So at my level, yes, that can be very boring and uneventful, but I remember way back when I started almost 20 years ago, how fun it was for me. So that's how you're going to keep that desire to want to keep going with it, okay? All right. It takes quite a bit of self-control and patience. They are both needed in order to continue with repeating something over and over and over again. Okay, so this lesson is going to teach that practice is the way to become skilled at something, but that it also requires quite a bit of patience. Okay? All right. So the first paragraph, Maddie, you had your hand up. Can you please read the first paragraph there for me?
The secret of getting good at something is called practice. Your muscles need to learn each new skill to do this. They need to practice over and over again. The more you do something, the better your muscles remember how to do it.
Very good. So it just takes repetition, okay? Now, I'll tell you, you guys are very smart. You guys are very smart kids. So when I tell you a lesson, you understand it pretty quickly. And I know that because I know how smart you guys are. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the information in your mind can transfer over to the application of your body. So even though I've told you, say, okay, do straight punches this way, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can do it immediately. It takes practice of your brain thinking about the lesson and all the details and sending those messages to your body so your body can do that over and over and over again. And then this is also why you use the mirrors to make sure that you're checking yourself and you're doing those exact lessons over and over, those details over and over again. And then having a coach like myself to say, okay, well, you're doing this, change this, correct this, so you can use all those tools to your advantage, okay? All right, did you want to read the next line? Okay, Aiden, if you would please.
Anytime you learn a new game or sport, you will not be very good at it in the beginning, but as you practice, you will get better.
There you go. Okay, Adam, the next line, please.
It takes a long time to become really good at something, so do not hurry. Just take your time and enjoy learning it. This is called having. What is it called?
Who can help me with that word?
Patience.
Patience. Very good. Okay, patience is extremely important, not just for this, but for your whole life. Okay? Anything and everything that you want, you can get it, you can achieve it, but it takes patience. Okay? Now, as children, you're not used to necessarily having to have patience. Sometimes, like, hey, I kind of want this. Well, I can go ask dad or mom, and they'll get that for me. Okay, something simple as like, I want a drink of water. You just go to the fridge and get it yourself, can't you? So that you can have that immediate. If I want to get a new video game, talk to mom and dad about like earning it, and they can talk to you about that, come up with some type of plan, and you can probably have it by the end of the weekend or something like that. Okay, so we're used to getting things pretty quickly, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there are other things, other goals that you guys might have. Go underneath, please. There may be other goals that you have where it's going to take a little bit longer. So, for example, getting your gold belt. For those of you guys who already have your orange and get your golds, didn't take that long, did it? No, you can get your gold belt in about a month or two. Okay? Not that hard. Getting an orange belt. You can get your orange belt in about another month or two. Again, with a little bit of practice and some hard work. Okay, so it doesn't take that long. But to get a black belt, that's going to take a little bit longer. That can take you guys, just to get to your guys' junior black belt, it can take you guys 2 years. To get you your full adult black belt, that can take you many years after that. Okay? All right, so it's going to take patience. So we can earn certain things immediately, and that's fine. But when you have bigger goals, they're going to take a little patience, and that's an important lesson for anything that you want in life. So when you guys grow up, maybe you're going to want a car, maybe you're going to want a house. Maybe you're going to want to go travel around the world or something like that. Well, those cost quite a bit of money, so it's going to take a little bit of patience in order to earn the money to get those items, isn't it? Okay, or you want to do something. Maybe you want to build your own business. Maybe you want to do something significant. Some of you guys have talked about being like YouTube stars and stuff like that as you grow up. That can happen, but it still takes patience. Just because you put a post online doesn't mean all of a sudden you're famous, does it?
No.
You guys have probably seen many different people's sites that you subscribe to or watched or something like that, and they don't have very many subscribers because maybe they've only been on a couple months, or maybe the content isn't very good. Okay? And then some other ones that are a little bit more popular, and some of the famous ones you guys can think of, they've actually probably been on there for 2, 3, 4 years. Okay? Now, when you watch some of the bigger, more popular people on YouTube as an example, go back all the way. When you go to their playlists or the videos, go back all the way when they first started, and you'll notice a huge difference in the quality of their videos. They're kind of like really kind of junky almost. And then look at their new stuff. Well, their new stuff, now they have all the subscribers, and they have nice fancy equipment, and they have better editing because they practiced video recording and putting together scripts and editing, and they've made their videos a lot better. It's the same thing with you guys here. It doesn't matter what you want to do in life. Does not matter. Whatever it is, you have to practice in order to get good. To practice in order to get good, you're going to have patience in realizing that it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? Raise your hands. I want a one-word answer. What is something that you guys want to get good at? Hunter. Real quick, I ain't got time. Hurry up.
Doctor.
You want to get good at medicine. Aaron.
Football.
What?
Football.
What?
Football.
I can't hear him.
Football.
Football, okay. Jorge. Soccer.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Foosball? All right, I like foosball. I used to play all the time. Yes.
Piano.
Piano.
Foursquare.
You want to get a Foursquare?
Yeah. I really
Like
suck.
the website
No,
or
Foursquare.
like the actual game?
Yeah, the actual game.
All right.
What's
You
the
suck.
Huh?
Yeah, I really suck.
That's okay. Yeah, we all stink when they first started. Man, I was horrible at this when I first started. And to some people, I'm still probably
I always
horrible.
go like that.
All right. Do you know anybody who is good at Foursquare at school?
Braden.
All right. Braden. What do you want to get good at?
No.
You don't want to get good at anything? I don't want to talk to you then. What do you want to get good at?
Actually,
replace medicine with music.
Okay, so do you know anybody who's good at that already?
Probably.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay, do you know anybody who's good at football that you can talk to? Nobody is good at football that you know in your life at all, ever. I'm sure you know somebody. Anybody good at gymnastics that you know that you can talk to? Anybody good at soccer that you know that you can talk to? Okay. All right. How did they get good at it?
They practice.
Practice, and they had patience. Okay. What is something, raise your hand, what is something that you guys can do that's unique? What is something that you can do yourself that you know that other people can't do?
Probably ELA,
What is ELA?
language arts.
Okay. And how did you get good at it?
Practicing.
There you go. What's something that you're good at that you're unique at?
The fencing.
What is it?
The fencing when I.
Fencing? Very good. How did you get good at fencing?
By practicing.
There you go. What are you good at?
Reading.
How'd you get good at it?
Well, I have these teachers and they trick me.
No. How'd you get good at it?
I just practice.
You read over and over and over again, right? Yeah, you had lessons, but you got good at it. What are you good at?
Science.
How'd you get good at it?
Practice.
Practice. What are you good at?
Math.
How'd you get good at it?
Practice reading. Practice.
Okay, do you guys understand the theme here? Okay, it takes practice in order to get good at something. And it's not going to happen overnight. Okay, for you white belts, you want to get your gold belt, not going to happen overnight. You still got to learn some stuff. Going from gold to orange to red, the same thing, all the way up until whatever belt you want to guys get, or how good you guys want to get. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes practice and repetition, and you have to have patience in order to realize that it's going to take time to get there. Okay? All right, let's go ahead, stand up from position.